So I'm guessing that I attract more playful people. People with that kind of a vibe. They like to laugh, or they're amused. Are you interested in something like that? Because in my mind, I've got something that could be done, but I'm not going to do it if it's not something that a lot of people want. Not a cougar, okay? I'm not a cougar. Okay. So this is my new speaker. My other one, it just died. I think the battery inside, they're just smaller batteries. They might be lithium batteries, but they're smaller. They don't have the same power, longevity. So I got this, and it's really cool. I mean, I can change this to just solid. It goes through all of that, and I can turn it off. Yeah. And then this is pretty cool. Okay, we'll turn it off. Okay. Hey, coffee? Did you get your coffee? Okay. It's freshly made. It's my second cup. Got my shower finally. The gym opened back up. Wow. Okay. Today I have 4 things I want to talk about, okay? Just a little bit of chat, just relaxed. A relaxed chat. Let me get another sip. I got a lot to do today, so I'm not going to edit this too tightly, okay? You like that? Some of you said, some of you have said you like those a little bit better. So, let me go ahead and get my notes. Keep me on course here. Okay, I have discovered a real cutie patootie. You're a cutie patootie. I don't know your real name, but your channel name is Unitivity. So you're a Unitivity cutie patootie, okay? And you mention me off and on in your shorts. So it's so sweet. I don't care. Yeah, I mean, as long as you're being nice, it's pretty cool, right? So yeah, I'm gonna leave the link. I want you, girls and guys, yeah, would you go give him a hit subscribe?
Don't look at it like trying to build a little home in it. Look at it more like you're building a nest.
Yeah, and leave comments for him. And yeah, he's pretty cool. He is kind of cute. I mean, if we're an older women, the older men are more attractive. I'm more attractive to older guys, not young guys. I've had people say, "Oh, you should find a young guy because you're so young acting." Well, that might be true, but it seems like it would be better to find a young acting guy like I do, who's older, like me. Then we have more in common. Yeah, I'm not a cougar, okay? I'm not a cougar. Okay, so yeah, go on over and, hit subscribe for him and say Minivan Lee sent me, okay? Leave a little comment for him. Yeah, he's pretty cool. I think when we're older, we look at older men. Now, younger girls are going to look at older men and go, no. And it's the same with younger guys. I mean, they're looking at older women going, But when we're older, we can see through it. We can see through the wrinkles or the loss of hair or whatever. We can see the droopy eyes. We can see what they look like. We know what they look like when they were younger. And we can know as we get older, we can sense their vibes. And, I have so many, you'll see them. And, they say men do a 2-second, would I do them or not? That's the way guys think. Sorry. I like to be real, but that's the way it is. So, cause men, do things like that, and women actually do too. So, don't tell anybody, but, we can kind of size them up within 2 seconds. Go, oh, I know that person. Would I have hung out with him in high school? Maybe. Or there'd be people go, yes. Or there'd be people go, not in a chance. No, I would never have hung out with that guy in high school. Yeah. And the same with the guys. So we can see what they used to look like. And And we find him handsome still, right? Okay. I'm not looking for a relationship, okay? But I just thought that was so cute. So shout out to you, Unitivity. Hey, little shout out for you too, okay? Okay, now let's go. I want to talk about this. Let me straighten up my I'm crooked. Now I'm straight, yeah. Okay. I want to talk about this because it's really been on my mind the past week. The differences in our personality. I know this is showing right here. Yeah. This wasn't cut very good, was it? I was like with scissors trying to cut this. This is, let me see. I know this little side note, but yeah, this is that a static clean. I need to get new. And I can see right here, man, that's some bad cutting. Let's turn this. Okay, be gone. Bad cutting, be gone. Well, the past week I've been thinking about this, and I just want to mention this. That and stay all the way to the end, because I've really got some good stuff. The last thing I want to talk about involves you. You, do you get it? Let's see, the camera's right there. You. So it involves you, and it's a little bit of interactive situation. Is that, okay, personality. Moi, am more of a playful personality. But that doesn't mean that everybody is. So I'm guessing that I attract more playful people. People with that kind of a vibe. They like to laugh, or they're amused. They like to be entertained. They like to get information, but they also like to do it through a real positive kind of a happy-go-lucky vibe. And that's me. That's the way I live my life, and I always have. But there are other people who are a little bit more stoic. They're a little bit more serious. And but that doesn't mean they're bad. And it doesn't mean that I'm bad if you're more stoic. It means that we're all different, and there's a space for all of us. That's where true confidence comes in. It does. Being authentically you. I'm authentically me. I'm not going to try to be, unless I'm in a serious mood, I'm not going to try to be serious so I can bring in a bunch of serious people. No, I want to attract people that are going to appreciate me. And then I get to be myself. This really is the real me. If you ask anybody who's met me, yeah, I have off days. I could walk into a Walmart or something and somebody recognizes me. And, I really want to wow, hey, there's been I will admit there's been days where it's like, I just want to get my stuff and get out of here. I just want to go. Please don't anybody look at me. I don't have makeup on. I just maybe not in the best energetic mood. But, I do want to present myself well. So, yeah, and I do want to meet you, but there are days. But in most cases, if you've met me in person, yes, I am a more energetic person. I have energy and I'm animated. I had one person said on comments once, he goes, "You use your hands way too much. It's gross." Well, let me tell you, one of the reasons I do is because my, when you get your college degree, you have to, in the beginning, pick a language. French, German, whatever. Yeah, Japanese, Chinese. Well, I figured for me that it would be better to have sign language, American Sign Language, ASL. So I have 4 years of American Sign Language. So of course I'm going to use my hands more, because if you are deaf, you have to. There are a lot of motions. Like if I do this, that kind of means it's maybe tomorrow. But if I do this, it's going to be like a long time from now. If I do this, it's like years. But if I do this, that's the past. And I do that a lot. That's the past, way in the past. Yeah, this is like years ago, right? So I can say years ago, but this is part of the word. This is part of the feeling. Oh, my light went out here. I'm glad I caught that. I have to power this up. Cameraman. Camera. Oh, no, there we go. Yeah. Okay. Camera. Lighting. Okay, so there's a lot to this filming, isn't there? So that's one of the reasons that I use my hands a lot, okay? Yeah, it's just the way it is. You know, one of the more favorite things that I remember, it was always so fun to do. It's like, you know, when you say okay, so it's O, K, that's K in sign language. O, K. So when you do okay, okay, it's just so fast. Okay, okay. So I used to do that all the time. I would do okay. Now, when I'm in the driving, and let's say, you know, maybe I didn't pay attention or something like that. I'm a good driver, okay? But every once in a while, this is sorry. I would always go, and I know they couldn't see, but and you have to use your face. You'd go, sorry. You know, that's sorry. Yeah, you know, so that's why I use my hands all the time. It's not anything taught. I guess with ASL, yeah, it's taught. But in my everyday life, I use my hands. Yeah. If I was Italian, or I've had people say, if I tied your hands behind your back, you wouldn't be able to say anything because I use my hands. So I think that I've thought about this week is I attract people so that are more playful and more fun-loving. And I was going to mention one of the reasons I am is I was youngest in the family. So, you know, I got to observe and I got to be funny and cute and all that stuff, right? Also, my dad was hilarious. He really was. And it was just not on purpose, but he could say something and it was good timing. He didn't do it on purpose. But I think his hilarity came from making fun of himself a little bit. I mean, and it was such a cute way. He was so loved. He really was, by his family and at his work. He worked at the same place since he was 16. And he was very popular at work. He really was. And it was so cute. And he was involved in the union, things like that. And he took care of the newspaper. He was a very popular man in our town and at work and in his own home. But he had a really good personality and he was funny. He really was funny. So I think I got a lot of it from him. Yeah, I just like to be carefree and funny. So if I bother you in any way, you know, with maybe a giggle or whatever, this is me. And if it bothers you, please don't watch or don't leave me bad comments. Just don't watch. You know, there are so many other channels that are a little bit more serious for you. But if you like to have fun and maybe I can make you laugh a little bit, lift up your spirits, you're in the right place. Okay? Okay. Next. This is a little interactive. If somebody said, well, I'm going to say it. What's your favorite song? And I don't want you to think too much about it. I just want you to put it in comments. What is your what is your favorite song of all time? What is it? Well, I saw it on a short, somebody where he had a microphone, people were walking down the street and he goes, what's your favorite song? And people had a favorite song. They didn't even have to think much about it. Well, what came to my mind was Everybody Wants to Rule the World by Tears for Fears. I love that song. I love it, love it, love it. And the guitar riff, it just sends me. I've always enjoyed it. My family, when my kids were younger and then moving on towards adolescence, we got cable and we're dealing with VH1 and we're dealing with MTV. We watched a lot of videos. I mean, videos, the 80s, hello? I actually, in some ways, like the 80s almost better than the 60s, but yeah, it's a toss-up, depending on my mood, right? Well, but I remember that, oh my gosh, when I saw that song, I thought the original video that went with it was, it was kind of strange. But they could, now they would have really, done better with it. But I love that song. I never have grown tired of it. I could listen to it over and over. I really could. But it made me realize that I don't even really know what they're talking about. What are they really talking about? Everybody wants to rule the world. Okay. I figured, yeah, it's like, okay, yeah, you're right. Everybody does want to rule the world. They want to rule their world. But then I kind of looked more into it, and I went online and I kind of asked, oh, what does this song mean? And I really thought, well, okay. But here I am having a favorite song, and I really don't know what it's about. And I realize here's why. Because to me, the voice is really an instrument. It goes with the music. I'm more of a melody person, not so much lyrics. And I got a little story to tell you. So I mean, there's a lot of songs that I love, but I have no idea what they're talking about. I still don't, even from the 60s. What are they talking about? But I love the song because I love the melody. Remember in the 60s, 50s and 60s, it was really popular, the instrumentals. I kind of grew up with that because I think my mom liked that. And she would play that. She had records and we would play that, like Floyd Kramer. And remember Classical Gas? Remember that song from the 60s? Oh my gosh. Remember Montavani? I mean, I'm relaying some memory clicks here, some triggers. But yeah, and let me know what were some more instrumentals that you remember listening to? It was a lot, right? Or Herb Alpert and the Tijuana Brass. Oh my gosh, yeah. So that's the kind of music we were kind of listening to when we were children. Well, I remember, okay, I'm going to tell a story, about Paul. Hey, Paul, if you're watching. Yeah, I'm over everything, and yeah, it seems funny now. I forgive you, okay? Okay, so I would send him a song that I liked. I would text it to him, right? And I mean, the song, it's the lyrics really wasn't what I was trying to portray to him. It was more the music. Like, wow, I'm listening to this. Isn't this cool? Let's listen to this together. Well, what he was doing, because he's a lyric guy, he would interpret what I was trying to say to him, and I wasn't trying to say anything. It was funny. So I remember one time I sent him a song that I heard again, and it knocked my socks off. It was done years previous, but all of a sudden it was like somebody picked it out of the attic and dusted it off and made it famous again. Someone that somebody that I used to know. Is that the name of it? I mean, is that the real name of it? Let's see. So, okay. Sorry about that. Okay. Somebody that I used to know. That's by Gotya. Yeah. Gotye. You know the song because it kind of like got pulled out of the closet and has been presented to us again. Well, the words are like, yeah, okay. But because they're kind of sad, but it was the music. It has such an eerie vibe to it. It's almost hypnotic. Yeah, it's a good song, the music. If you haven't listened to it, Somebody That I Used to Know. Well, what I found funny, though, is that it kind of turned out to be that way in the end. I didn't mean it for that. Because I'm sure, knowing him, it probably shot. I sent it to him, and I thought, oh, no. He's probably going to think that that's what I'm saying to him. When I'm not. I'm just like, this is an eerie song. It's got a weird vibe to it. And so, yeah. But it was funny that it kind of turned out that way. So, oops, But yeah, leave in comments what your favorite song is, okay? It's gonna be a long one. We're just chit-chatting like buddies, right? Unitivity and all you happy-go-lucky, happy people out there. Cheers to being a little bit more playful, yeah, in life. Not taking everything too seriously. I don't even take myself too seriously. I really don't. I know I'm giggly. I know I probably irritate people. I know it. You know, I've lived a while. I know when I'm irritating somebody. And that's probably one of the reasons that it really didn't work out with Paul and I, because he's a little bit more on the serious side. Although he is funny. He really is funny. You're funny, Paul. But, yeah, he is a little bit had a less energy. Yeah, a little bit less energy than I did. So it all works out good, right? Everything is as it should be. Okay, next, our final, it's going on a long time, our final subject. Okay, I am almost finished with another book. I had to get this out. Okay, I'll announce it on my next video. But I had to get this out because it was on my mind. And once you write one book, because my first book was, let's see, how many years ago was it? 6 years ago, I wrote my first book. Yeah. Was it 6? Yeah, 6 years ago. How to Live in a Minivan, the Minivan Leeway. And that was the first edition. And I also am a college graduate, okay? And I'm an older college graduate, so I didn't have 50 years behind me. No, I have about 20 years behind me. Okay, so I had to write a lot of papers. In college, you have to do that, you know? And you didn't really have a lot of internet at the time either. I had to go to the library and do my research in the library. Sure, there was the internet, but it wasn't like it is now. And so I learned to write, and I think I'm a good writer. I was always a good writer in school, but I have courses behind me in writing. And you have to take college courses too. You can't just take, for your associates, Okay, so with that said, when you write something and then you get it published through Amazon, and there's other places too, but I like Amazon because they kind of take care of everything for you. I'm willing to take less profit. Okay, they take a big chunk, but I'm willing to do less profit because they do so much for it. Well, once you write one and then you get another one, and the next one wasn't for a while, so it was almost like I kind of had to learn again the whole process. Then I went right into another one, then right into another one. And I started looking through my writings. And I thought, well, this could be a book. Oh my gosh, I'm on a roll. I'm on fire. Let's do another one. Well, I have had so many people say, Lee, could you do a video about how to do this? Because I want to write a book. How to do this? Well, since I learned it and I've got the experience and I've got 11 books under my belt now. The whole process goes pretty quickly now. I've decided I want to ask you first. I want to ask you first. Are you interested in something like that? Because in my mind, I've got something that could be done, but I'm not going to do it if it's not something that a lot of people want, because I've got so many other things to do, but I'm willing to do it. I can get a system together. I will charge something, but I'll try not to keep it too high because this is my time and my knowledge. But I've got a really good system for you that it will work. It'll be easy for you. And I can do some videos from start to finish. I figure about 7 to 9 videos, and it'll all be in one package with instructions. And I was even thinking that possibly when it's finished, I'll feature it for you. Why not? I'll say, hey, this is one of my viewers, and she just wrote a book. Check it out. Check it out, okay? So, I need you to know. I need you to let me know if this is something you might be interested in. And it might be, I'll do it maybe in a month, but I'll tell you, I can take the frustration away from it all. And I was thinking my first 2 videos will be getting, there we go, what you hold in your head, you can hold in your hand. So, but we got to start here before we can hold that book in your hand, okay? So I want to show you, if you have not had many writing courses, I'm going to do a 101, on first getting your thoughts, but also then how to write, how to simply write. So, okay, let me know. Okay? So this is just a fun chit chat, informative. And don't forget Unitivity, okay? I'm going to leave them in comments and also in my a description, okay? Got it? Okay, everybody. Please subscribe and give me a thumbs up. And let's see, what book should we talk about today? How about Confidence? Confidence. It's a good book. I mean, okay. Maybe to get started before you start writing the book, maybe you need the book first. And it takes you from step by step by step. What is real confidence? What is it? Is it something you're born with? Is it something that you learn? Is it something, there are some people that seem to just be born with it, but it can be learned. And I talk about it in the book Confidence. Here's the key. Take it. Okay? Take that book and take it and look it over and read it. It's not a hard read and it's not expensive. It's in the Living the Good Life series. And I keep those, because they're not long books, I keep those kind of low in price for you, okay? So go get it. Take it. And please subscribe. And I think that's it. I love you guys very much. Okay? Till next time.